Hello, welcome to another HCC MovieMaker review. I am Steffi Grace.
I'm Fabian Brims.
And we're going to talk about the voices. Now, you want to say it or me?
So The Voices, starring Ryan Reynolds, Jackie Weaver, and Anna Kendrick, is a pretty wild movie. It's about a young guy who has severe psychological problems and hallucinations and ends up in a killing spree.
But he's not necessarily a bad guy.
Well, yeah, he's kind of influenced by his dog and his cat.
Who talk to him.
One of the
In his voice. It's his own voice, by the way, in real life, and I didn't know that until after the credits, because
in the credits,
but
it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's so murder isn't supposed to be funny, but somehow this movie it makes it funny because I don't know, the cat convinces him to kill. Well, he accidentally kills the girl that he likes, and it's a total accident, and so to hide it, he cuts off her head, puts it in the fridge. But he's not a bad guy. He's just a little off.
Yeah, and also like he keeps talking to the dead head and apologizes.
Yeah,
and
the head talks to him.
Bad conscience about the whole thing. And
he feels bad.
He's really back and forth. He knows he is sick and he knows he should take his medication, but also like in the middle of the movie he finds out if he takes his medication, all his like
that's
pink bubblegum world turns into a dark, and that's actually my favorite scene in the movie.
No, I like that.
Yeah, it's perfect. Like he wakes up after starting taking his medication, and previously his whole apartment was like pink and clean,
everything was bubblegum and
nice.
Everything was awesome and pretty and
then he wakes up
and butterflies, and then when he takes his meds, his animals stop talking to him. The dead head in the freezer does not look all pretty and talking to him like the beautiful girl that was there talking to him. And his apartment is a mess. It's nasty. It's ew.
Yeah.
There's grime all over the walls, and there's Tupperware full with body parts. It's gory. It's very gory. But that's what it really looks like. But when you see what he sees when he's not on the meds.
And what I thought is really interesting, like usually people take pills and then things start like getting all pink and bubbly and pretty. And in this movie, it's exactly the opposite. The moment he takes his medication, everything turns into reality, and the reality is more than bad.
The reality sucks.
Yeah.
It's ugly. It's an ugly reality.
It's horrible, especially in this case. I mean,
I know. And then to top that off, the talking head in his fridge, she tells him, I'm lonely. And so he goes, okay, I'll bring you another friend. So he ends up killing another girl. Yep. And before you know it, he's got 3 girls that he's killed.
And all these 3 heads are like...
All 3 heads, they're talking to each other. And, they're besties, all in the fridge. And, but eventually the dog is the one that's always his best friend, saying, it's okay.
Yeah, the dog is like the angel on his shoulder, versus the cat is like...
The devil.
The devil, and the cat...
The devil in a Scottish accent.
Hey, you should kill again, and... It's so amazing. Like, the cat was also like my favorite character in the movie.
I know. I'm a dog person, so I like the dog.
I'm a dog person. I love my dog, but the cat is so dark and evil, and you see like this tiny sweet cat, and then it says like the most evil things, and it's such a great
It makes
contrast.
you wonder. I have a feeling when I'm around a cat, I have a feeling that's what that cat's really saying.
That could be the case, yeah.
Yeah. And with my dog would probably have, a higher pitched voice, but, say something along those lines. But in the end, eventually the dog says, I've had it. Now you really have crossed the line. Now you are evil. I don't want to talk to you. So apparently he still has a conscience. Subconsciously, it's...
I mean, it's really the thing, like, he's a psychopath and he really has problems, but he doesn't want to do any bad. It's just happening, and then he tries to cover it up. Also, like most people he kills not for the joy of killing, he kills them out of mercy. And it all starts like he's having this date with this girl, and they run over a deer. And it ends up like in the windshield of the car and everything, and then he has like another hallucination that the deer is talking to him.
It's talking to him, telling him to kill him.
Kill me, so he like
exactly
his throat to relieve it. But
she freaks out.
But then the girlfriend freaks out and tries to run away, and that's when he accidentally like steps
she's running, and then he catches her. He's like, no, and then she trips, and Yeah, yeah, exactly. We don't want to go into the gory
this
details.
Is like the first 20 minutes, so it's not necessarily a spoiler.
Yeah, it's actually it's kind of a thinker the way I see it, because the truth sucks, and that's how his world is. Mm. But he doesn't know that. He has no idea, because his coveralls aren't they pink?
The overalls, yeah.
His coveralls are pink in this shop that he works, and he sees butterflies, cartoon butterflies around him whenever he's around when he's around that girl that he before he kills her, of course.
It's like sometimes like a Disney movie with a killing psychopath.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a Disney movie covered in blood.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the humor is.
Yeah.
Now, could there have been a better actor to play him? I'm not sure there could have been, because I think.
I think the movie is pretty perfect as it is. I don't really have any ideas like what I would have done differently.
I don't think I would have done anything differently either.
And that's actually the big surprise, because the movie, it's directed by Mayan Satapri, which is probably most known by her movie Persepolis, which is like a cartoon about a girl, punk girl in Iran. And that was the biggest surprise, because I was like, having her in mind when I saw the movie, and I had a total different expectation on the movies. So
but were you expecting to like it?
I mean, I expected to like it, but I just didn't think it's that, what's the word, like that dark comedy, Like
it was very dark, but it's surprisingly very funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's so well balanced and everything.
Yeah, it was.
Really
it was cartoonish.
Everything worked out.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know what to expect when watching. I had no idea what it was about. I read it came out early this year, and I saw it on demand, and I didn't know. I read the synopsis, and I was like, it sounds interesting. It's Ryan Reynolds, and the first time I saw him was Van Wilder, so I thought, okay, let's see. He went to Van Wilder, and then he went to with Melissa George in the Amityville Horror remake. Let's see where he's gone to now, and this one was pretty good. I highly recommend it, unless you're squeamish. Exactly, unless you're squeamish. If you're squeamish, it's not for you.
Yeah, it's also like I saw this movie with 5 friends, and usually our group, we never agree on a movie, like never. And that was like the first time everyone was like, dude, that was awesome. I was so surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. Would it be considered like a low budget? Almost B-rated?
I would consider a low budget, because there are not big effects. There are no like huge big names. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a big name, but it was shot in 2013. It was way before Ant-Man and everything. So back then he was more like, not that A-list actor I would consider, which he is now.
Yeah.
And it was pretty like an independent movie almost. Like it doesn't have like a high budget. It doesn't have like huge effects and crazy camera work and everything. It really like works by the acting and by the story and by the set design, like how how everything is balanced with the grittiness and the bubblegum world.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, like you were saying, I have to agree with you on that. Like that was kind of one of my favorite parts. Like, wow, that's what his life really looks like. So one person also sees it and freaks out, his later on girlfriend. But what would you give it?
I mean, there's barely something I would make difference. With in mind, I always like try to keep something up for better movies. Like I would give it a 9 out of 10.
I think I'd have to agree too, but I would say 9.5, because I just can't. I won't be able to change any. I can't change anything about it, But all right, so
let's don't.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's it for that. Thanks for watching our review. This was presented by MovieMakers Academy and HCC TV. If you liked that review, please review to our
subscribe to our
YouTube channel. And also sign up for the HCC filmmaking program here at HCC Spring Branch. That's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.